Welcome, Leo and Leo Cross Watchers, to your monthly love reading for March 2023. Almost said 2022. Hope you guys have had a great start to your week. Hope you had a great week and that your weekend is shaping up to be restful or eventful, I guess depending on what you'd like. So today we're going to get the overall situation, what each of you are thinking and feeling about each other, and then actions or intentions towards each other. So it feels a little bit here. Okay, we're gonna get into your person. From what I'm seeing here with you, I mean, obviously something is really unbalanced here. I feel like either there was a false start with somebody, or it's like they acted like they were interested, and then maybe they played a little bit of a game here. And I feel like you do have a lot of things that you want to say to this person, but for some reason you're kind of holding back. Okay. I feel like your person here seems to be the kind of person that thinks they have a line of potential partners or, suitors, let's say. It's like they seem to feel like they have a line of people going out the door that are interested in them. They're a little bit full of themselves. And maybe they do have a lot of abundance that they can offer people, so they have a lot of interest. But it's like, do they really have to act like this? You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah. Okay. So, I feel like your person is it feels like this person here, your person, is the kind of person that it's almost like an ugly duckling sort of story. It's like maybe they were in a place in their life where they weren't getting a lot of interest. And it's like, and then they kind of, whatever they've done to make themselves successful, they've done that. And now they have all this attention. And I feel like they're acting a little bit like a pompous ASS. It's not a very nice thing to say. And I'm sorry to, say that about somebody, but if the shoe fits, I feel like this is somebody that it's like it's almost like, it may not be the actual situation, okay? But it's like, let's say the two of you were together in high school, and now the two of you are going to college, and it's like you guys have agreed, like, okay, we're gonna try to make this work. And it's like this person seems to get to college, and all of a sudden they have this kind of like value there on the dating market that they didn't have previously. And I feel like they're trying to act like they're too good for you here. And it's like they're trying to, I feel to a certain extent, okay, let's give this person, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Don't be mad. I feel like they are going through this real kind of like transitional stage, this maturation, if you will. And it's almost like the confidence that they have now has made them, it's almost like they seem to have a level of confidence that's maybe a step or two ahead of where they actually are. You know what I mean? It's like people seem to see this person already as this really successful whatever, but it's like they're still in the first year of their program, right? So it's like, how could they may be kind of the star of the program or the course or whatever, and that seems to have kind of given them a little bit of a big head, and they seem to feel like they have a decision to make. What decision is that? Wow. We got the Fool and the Magician coming out together. I feel like they're looking at it like, are they going to stay where they are? Are they going to kind of I feel like obviously they are looking for, love, let's say. Um, but I feel like they're more interested in what they can get out of other people right now rather than what they're able to give. And I feel like your person, it's almost like when they're distracted, or when they're with you, they're distracted, they're on their phone. It's like maybe this is somebody that didn't have a big online presence, and then all of a sudden they did something that either made them go viral or put them in an energy where they had a whole bunch of popularity, right? And it's like, sorry, I'm just getting some hand cream. That's not working out. Sorry. So it's like they have this online following that they're not used to having. They have this popularity and their phone's going off a lot. But, they're kind of equating online success, online fame, comments, likes, views, whatever that is, with their worth. And I feel like they seem to want you to like chase after them in a certain type of way. It's almost like they want you to, you know, indulge them, treat them like they're, the prize that they are. And of course, everyone's a prize, right? But they want you to do that for them, but I don't really see them being willing to do that for you. It's almost like they kind of look at you as, don't be mad, a bit of a like peasant. So can we get okay, hold on for a second. That's me not being able to shuffle. Try again. Can we get a clarifier on this judgment? I can almost hear this person be like, ladies, gentlemen, how you choose to identify or whatever gender this person's interested in, it's like, settle down, everybody can have a piece. You know what I mean? Like, are you for real? Are you James Bond? Is that what's going, you know what I mean? Sorry, I'm just being facetious, but I feel like this person, they don't really understand what they're getting themselves into. I feel like this is the kind of person that maybe hasn't had a lot of interactions with people that are users. Maybe they haven't had a lot of interaction with people at all. And I feel like they are kind of in for a rude awakening here, that when, I want to say like when the money or the popularity dries up, they're going to be back on their own again because none of those people are really there. You know what I mean? It's like there may be a few stragglers that will try to, stick around and support them. But I don't feel like those people stick around for long. So I kind of feel like this King of Pentacles here is shooting themselves in the foot with what they're doing. And on your end, I kind of feel like you're about ready to give this person a piece of your mind. It actually feels, it's a little bit heartbreaking because I feel like you come in, it's almost like you come to visit them at school or whatever, and you're ready to like, update them and chat and talk about your lives and that sort of thing. And it's like you get there and this person, it's like they're sitting with all these people around them, excuse me, kind of fawning over them. And I feel like they're dismissive of you. Now, obviously, it's not the actual situation, right? But it's the energetics of it. And I love your energy because you're over here like, oh, you thought, right? Like, obviously, with the Nine of Cups, that's about having emotional fulfillment within yourself. So I feel like you're looking at it like, if you want to play that game, cool. I'll play it better by walking out the door. The cards aren't suggesting that you leave this person or anything like that. It just feels like you're looking at the situation like you don't need this person. You know what I'm saying? It's like you'll be fine on your own if that's what you choose to do. I also feel like there's some confusion on your end. It's almost like this person is acting like a completely different person, almost like they have this totally different personality. And I feel like you're almost kind of observing the situation to see if you can see the old them in there. And it really does feel like they've changed. I'm not really seeing, it's almost like you might see them checking a message on their phone that seems like it would be, it's almost like you see a flash of who they really are, who you know them as. Excuse me, but I feel like it doesn't last. It's like they seem to go right back to being this kind of bit of a jerk. And I feel like that kind of makes you, for lack of a better word, kind of clam up with your emotions, right? It's like you're not going to be sitting here, you're not going to lower yourself to pouring into somebody that has their nose stuck up in the air. And then, so your actions are intentions. We have the King of Cups with the Five of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Cups actually came out like this. So it feels like you may have been, it feels a little bit like you were arriving to seeing this person with some news. I feel like it was news about like taking the relationship to the next level, or wanting to, either like wanting to start it, wanting to take it to a higher level of commitment, right? It's like maybe, I don't know, like solidifying plans after school, or wanting to really show them. You know what I mean? It's like, it feels like this is kind of the energy, you know, you were really coming in with this gorgeous, loving energy, but you get there and I feel like it's a bit shocking. I feel like it is something that, hold on, you don't seem to show it outwardly. Hold on for a second. I feel like this person doesn't end up hearing, you know, your lion roar, if you will. And I feel like that's actually, it's almost that energy of like, I feel like you're not really sure you'd be able to even talk without crying. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a, it's not a, you know, a weakness or anything. It just feels like you're not going to be giving this person the satisfaction of seeing that. So it's almost like you, the heaviness of the reality of this situation, I feel like it's something that you're going to kind of be dealing with on your own. I mean, obviously this person probably isn't in a space where they would be helping you with that. I definitely feel that if you showed that energy to them, that they would feel bad. Obviously, I mean, they're not heartless. It does feel like it would sway this person in, if you want this person, that seems to be the way. It's almost like that vulnerability in you. I feel like it's almost like it snaps them out of it. But again, that depends on if you want them, right? It's just, I feel like the whole reading just kind of turned around here. So I'm sorry that it's a little back and forth. I feel like it would give this person a lot to think about. I'm going to be honest. I cannot sit here and say that that means this person would be 100% faithful to you. I'm just not so sure if they would they would be able to make that mature decision to put you first. It's almost the energy of somebody that like they might go out with other people, but they wouldn't do anything. So it's like they think that it would be, they seem to feel that that would be fine. It's almost like they seem to feel that if they get that attention, that, you know, just kind of like platonic, but with a splash of romantic tension in there, it's almost like they feel like, well, this is making me happier overall, and then I can, I'll be happier with Leo. So I feel like this person, to a certain extent, they don't want to be responsible for anybody else. And not that you've made them responsible for you, okay? But it's like they don't want to be. I feel like they're trying to decide if they actually want to be in a serious relationship or not. And I feel like if you are vulnerable with them, there's a higher chance that they'll kind of lean into you. But I'm going to be honest, Leo, that doesn't mean that it's a sure thing. It really depends on what you want here and what you're willing to do to get that. So I think we're going to pull an advice card. I'm sorry if this reading's been a little confusing. Can we get some advice for Leo? Advice. Advice for the month of March 2023. This person. I am getting a little bit here, so I'm shuffling, but it's almost like as this person seems to get attention from other people, maybe they enjoy it, but it's not you. It's not quite the same for them. We have the Three of Cups here as the advice, which sometimes, sometimes the Three of Cups energy it's like that third party energy. We have the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so I feel like I'm going to say some things that are obvious, but I'm going to say them anyway. So, of course, Leo, at the end of the day, it's up to you, right? This is your life. You're the person that's going to need to live with the consequences of whatever decision you make. What I'm seeing here, excuse me, is that the advice is to just kind of, it's almost like decide what you want in a relationship. Kind of, it's almost like put this person, take them out of that equation. Not like, you don't want to be with them or you're not going to consider them, but it's like, decide what it is that you want in a relationship. And then you'll know if you see this person as being capable of giving it to you. I'm kind of feeling like you might overhear a conversation. It's unrelated to both of you, but it's almost like you might overhear somebody giving advice to a friend of yours, but it's like it's the exact advice that you needed. And it doesn't really feel like it's the kind of advice that makes you feel good, okay? It feels more that it's the kind of advice that like you might feel a bit heavy afterward, but it's like it's kind of what you needed to hear. You know what I mean? It's like a truth that isn't really the nicest thing. I do feel, not to confuse you, okay? There may have been a chance here. There may be a chance here between the two of you. But I'm kind of seeing, I'm not really seeing that that's the way this cookie crumbles. I kind of feel like once you see this person, kind of maybe not crossing the line, but going right up to it and, poking it, I feel like it's kind of a deal breaker for you that they even want to go up to the line. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know what? Writing's on the wall, not really looking to stick around and get your heart broken. And I kind of feel like for a lot of you that this person's just going to let you walk. It's like, okay, good. That someone else made the decision for them and they don't have to, and like, okay, well then I guess I could do whatever, right? And I do feel to a certain extent that they seem to think that it's like when they tire of what they are doing here, kind of playing the field a little bit, that they can kind of come back in and pick this back up again, but I don't, that's, I don't really see you wanting that. We have the King of Wands reversed here, which is a pretty powerful card. The King of Wands upright is that energy of somebody that's very passionate about the people around them, someone that's an advocate, sometimes maybe a little bit, um, it's almost the energy of somebody that would like fight for people that could probably fight for themselves more out of loyalty than wanting to control things. But reversed, it's like it's an opportunist. It's somebody that instead of finding opportunities and taking advantage of those to help the people around them, it's somebody that kind of waits for an opportunity and then weasels their way into something. And I feel like that may be what you see with this person when they tire of all this other activity. And what's a little bit, going to be honest, was a little bit disgusting is it's like they're going to come in with this really cocky, full of themselves energy. And I feel like you're not really going to be giving them the time of day. So that's what I'm seeing for you today, Leo. Sorry, it wasn't a nicer message. If you've made it to the end of the reading, thank you. I appreciate you. If you're new here, I upload on Sundays for mini weekly love reads and then Thursdays, usually with a longer read. Next week will be the singles and new love reads for March 2023. And we'll see you on the next one. Much love. Bye.